A medium-sized bird with generally orange plumage, orange half-moon crest, and orange tail with black tip. I can be found in forested areas. I am the Guyana cock of the rock. Well, what do you know? It's our last program for the month. I am Lorraine Ward. Welcome to Homestretch Magazine. This week we will highlight a cultural show, personality of the week, a Guyanese legend, and the Pinktober Walk. Guyana took its cultural showcase to another level that no doubt left a lasting impression on the audience. Fall in love with our culture, sample our cuisine, be mesmerized by our beauty, and create lasting memories. Tourism in our country has grown tremendously over the years. Our people are known for their warm hospitality and varying cultural way of life, which depict our country's rich history. Delegates of the Commonwealth Association for Public Administration and Management, CAPAM, were all treated to an evening highlighting the uniqueness of our people. The singers and dancers took pride in reenacting bits of our history. Guyanese culture reflects the influence of Amerindian, African, Indian, British, Portuguese, Chinese, and Dutch cultures. Whenever there is a cultural show, performers put their hearts and soul into the act, which is intended to leave the audience wanting more. sure such a performance will encourage the delegates of CAPM to revisit Guyana not only on business but also to enjoy the pleasures of this wonderful land.
There's Guyana's rich display of its unique culture. The Calypso music fraternity mourns the loss of Winston Bailey, the mighty Shadow. His music lives on in Trinidad and Tobago and the rest of the world.
Night and day I roam, I've seen plenty trouble. Many days I had.
Trinidadian calypsonian the mighty Shadow has passed away at 77 after suffering a stroke. The music industry regionally mourns his loss. His music, however, will live on forever. Shadow was born Winston McGarland Bailey on October 4, 1941. He chose the name Shadow after construction workers digging a tunnel would call for a colleague, and he thought they were calling for him. In the initial years of his performance, he would wear all black with a hat covering his head and part of his face. In 1974, Shadow won the Road March with his Bass Man.
I was planning to forget Calypso, to go and plant these in Tobago, but I am afraid I can't make it great. Every night I lie down in my bed, I hearing a bass man in my head. I'm bam bidim bam, bow, I'm bam bidim bam, bow, I'm bam bidim bam, bow, ba 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 ba.
He won again in 2001 with Stranger. Because of this song, his name became the second name to have ever copped both the International Soca Monarch and the Trinidad Road March in the same year.
I said, welcome to sweet Trinidad, to have you here. I am very glad. Let me wish you happy holiday. I do hope that you enjoy your stay. Find a little rag and put it in your pocket. Buy a little flag. That's the way they do it.
He produced winning calypso entries like What's Wrong With Me and Scratch Me Back in 2000.
No place to rest my head when I'm tired in the night. What's wrong with me? We don't know. 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 Am I ugly or what? Bad lucky or what? I have rabies or what?
When he performed songs like Dingale, Shadow was known to bring his unique dancing style to the stage, bringing his fans much amusement and entertainment. Shadow rivaled many big names in the industry like Lord Kitchener and the Mighty Sparrow. His indelible contribution to the music of the region will never be forgotten. His unique style of work and performances will forever be remembered as a true treasure and inspiration to music and musicians around the world, especially here in the Caribbean. The legacy of the Mighty Shadow will live on.
You learn trade. No. You have good grade. No. You're a smart man. No. A magician. No. You're looking for horn. You're going to get horn, boy. You're looking for horn. Plenty horn, boy.
Night and day I roam. I've seen plenty trouble. Many days.
No No wonder he was often called the bass man of Calypso. Our personality of the week is a young man whose life took him down various paths to realizing his dreams.
Life is a journey we all travel. We do this without knowing where we are going or how we are getting there. Meet Roman Harris, an extraordinary young man whose journey has led him to live his dream. Roman is the youngest of 4 children and was born in London, England. His mother, being of Guyanese heritage, brought him to her homeland when he was just a lad.
When I was 10, that's when my mother brought me over to Guyana. And that's where you could say my love affair with Guyana started, because from the age of 10 to 16, I lived here, and I went to St. Stanislaus College. I started off at Tuckville Primary School in South, and I went to St. Stanislaus College for 5 years, and my time in Guyana was amongst some of the best times of my life.
This young man's journey began as he transitioned to a television personality.
There are lots of signs in life, some that you may not find.
There wasn't really anything on TV made by kids for kids, and I did a lot of work on TV, singing songs or hosting programs. We had a show called Schools Out, which I hosted, and we also did little segments called like the Primetime News, where me and another gentleman called Morano, we would sit down and act like newscasters and give like teenage news to kids.
Returning to England, Roman switched his focus completely and began a career as a firefighter.
I've been a firefighter in the London Fire Brigade for the last 9 years now, and it's been an amazing experience, learning how to assist people who are in danger or who are in need, learning how to put out fires, learning how to climb ladders, driving a fire engine. It's all things that I never ever thought that I'd do in my lifetime.
But above all else, his love for music prevails. Growing up in an era of legends and with lots of support from his family, young Roman knew from an early age that no matter what he did in life, it would always come back to him being a singer.
I just remember my middle sister. She's the one who first heard me sing, and she was like, "Roman, you can sing." And then she would just get me to sing songs all the time. But in all honesty, it was coming to Guyana that really helped me so much where music and performing was concerned, because you have your Teachers' Day, and then you have all these other concerts that they do in the schools, and that's where I found myself jumping up on stage and singing songs, and getting really heavily influenced by reggae and R&B, and yeah, it just took off from there.
Once he got started, there was no way of stopping his destiny. Following his heart proved to be one of the best decisions he may have made.
I got quite lucky. I met some really good people who have helped me to produce some of the music that I've done so far. I co-wrote a song that actually got signed to a major record label and released through a record label called Warner Music. I also co-wrote and performed on a song that got released in Europe, got released in Amsterdam. So these were things that were small successes.
Keeping that in mind while having a positive image of his future. Roman Harris, a remarkable individual we could all learn from, since his focus is on living his best life by doing what he loves.
In love, in love, in love, in love, in love, in love, in love.
I hope this feature motivates you to work harder towards your goals. Many activities were held in observance of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Our final feature was among them. All decked out in pink, which is an international symbol of breast cancer awareness, more than 100 people participated in GTT's Pinktober Breast Cancer Awareness Walk. Participants took part in 10K run and walk and 5K walk. The procession began at Durban Park, head on to Vicinjon Road, straight to the Seawall roundabout, then right onto Vicinjon, and concluded at the starting point.
Well, today's activity is one thing that as we come together, we can make that difference, because we know that many persons out there, women, fighting cancer, and we know that this is one way that we can reach out and we can make that difference for them. So it's been a great opportunity to be here, and I would just continue to do it continually. It's something that I would put on my agenda every year.
I think that GTNT made a really good what should I say, initiative in making this possible and making everyone come together as one, as the slogan say, together we can make a difference. And as you could see, the turnout today here shows that together we can and we will make a difference.
I just think it's a very great initiative, and I think it's nice to have young people come together and do something that's going to make a difference, that's worth it, that's not anything that's nonsense, that's good. So it's really positive, and so just the hype and the young people and the fun inspired me. I like fun.
I think it was a great initiative by GTNT. It was wonderful as it pertains to all of the cancer survivors, those who are still fighting cancer. It was great. It was very supportive. I mean, I became very emotional as I remembered my aunt. So I hope GTNT could continue doing this. Possibly next year they can get schools involved, more persons. It would be great, wonderful.
Cancer is something that is ravaging a lot of us. And so I think that this is something that, you know, I really, really support, and I'm so happy to see so many persons out here supporting the cancer walk. I myself am now recovering. I'm still in a little treatment, but I know that I'm 95% beating cancer. I fought it and I won.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's nice to come out and support the cause of this breast cancer awareness. It's wonderful because we lost someone to that, so it's very much wonderful.
It's great. It's an excellent event.
It's a very good event. It can help most people with cancer feel better about themselves and stuff like that. So it's a very good event, and I think we should have more of these events around Guyana.
To conclude this successful event, Youngest Participant Award went to Sylvia Perosa and Youngest Cyclist Anthony Thorne. For the 5K run, Dexter Alexander Cup 3rd, Kwesi Marion 2nd, and Jonathan Von Grandes 1st. For the 10K run, Nikita Wilson 3rd, Pauline Martha 2nd, and Glendon Aaron 1st. Together, we can make a difference. I am Lorraine Ward. Trust you enjoyed this week's show. Do remember to like our Homestretch Magazine Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel.